What's up everyone, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7, and here I have another TFL boat. This time it's a TFL Princess. Now it's the model number 1105 and it's actually 960 millimeters long. It also comes with 120 amp ESC and a 3660 1620 kV motor. So let's just get it out of the box and see what we get. Not much stuffing around. It is a really nice looking boat, so sweet. Alrighty. Cut them ones off. My little helper here, thank you, one more there. It's really big, well it's 960 mils, so what, that's just under a metre, so that is pretty big. Let's get it out of the box. Yep. Don't want to damage it. Alright.
And this is a stand.
Yep. There we go, so we've got a stand. So we'll get all the stuff off, get the packaging out, and then we'll turn it back on. Wow, this is an awesome looking boat. Now it's fiberglass, and it's got really realistic features. Look at the little grab handles around the side here, and they are like that's stainless steel, surely. But look at that, it looks awesome. I think we found our new what's it called? Recovery boat, because one of the tugboats didn't really do too well. But this thing looks good because it goes really well. And look at that, it's got a real wood. Yeah, my son's saying, look at that, it's got a real wood, so like on the real boat. Obviously, this just looks like a balsa. Check that out.
There's no gate there.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. So I like that. Now I couldn't figure out, oh, it's even like what's that, like an imitation table in there. Not too sure, but let's get this top off. I figured out how to do that, and we can turn it all back on. There we go. So this is like I don't know, it's not, well, like a injected molded plastic. It's really cool. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's got some nice features up top there. What are they? Like your radar or whatever they are on the real boat. It looks pretty cool. There's your like a little release system, so it pushes in there like an old school cupboard door. That just sits in there and it sits underneath. Here it's 120 amp. If you can see that now, that's a Seeking. It's the same thing that's in the Zonda and all that kind of stuff. So it's 120 amp Seeking motor with a Seeking ESC. It's all water cooled obviously, and also triple S brushless motor. Now that's really, really cool. Now it's hard to get the camera in there like the other ones because it's all kind of sealed off. But there's instruction manual for the ESC. But these ESCs are really good. I've had no issues with them on the Zonda and the TFL. What's Outer Limits, I believe. That other one's pretty cool now. Got some silicone that's in here, so we'll get that out of there. But you can see the fiberglass hole. See the pattern there. I'm not sure if you can get that on camera, but it's all fiberglass hole, really nice. And this upper section, this is all fiberglass as well. That's sweet. Really, really liking the look of this boat. Okay, now those two foam bits, obviously they've got to stay in there, and you can just squash them there in the profile of the hole shape, so squeeze them back all the way in there. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty hard to get in there, and you need to install the servo, which is all the way down in there. So that'll be a little bit of a challenge, but hopefully it shouldn't be too hard. Same as the other boats, they've got like a little notch for the servo tabs, kind of sits in there, then you use two cable ties to lock it all in place. So that's pretty cool. Zach here built the stand. It's nice, it's got like a laser cut and engraved. There we go. 1105 is the model number, and it's got these nice little rubber feet on here to sit on. So you can always use that to sit the boat on. Push them in all the way like that, bud. There we go. There we go. So this is cool. When you're not using it, you can just sit it on here because it's in the it's in the profile of the boat. So put it down there. And there we go. So when you got the prop on, you're not going to damage it obviously. So there's the top. You've also got the instruction manual obviously. Another manual here to show you about their other boats. So we have that one, Outer Limits and the Pursuit. Sorry, that's a really cool boat. The Zonda, there's the Princess there, gives you a little bit of information about it. Triple S 360 1620 kV water cooled brushless ESC. The length is 960mm, the beam is 230mm, and the height is 250mm. So there we go there, really, really cool stuff.
I've got this tool.
That is a tool. Looks like one, but that is obviously would be a linkage for the rudder. Okay, we also got a bag of goodies now. It gives you all the cable ties and stuff you need to mount the servo. See your antenna tube, nice stainless steel and aluminium hardware. That's your rudder. Obviously you need to install that. Super easy to do. I won't bore you doing it on camera. The next video we'll have it out in the water. Got you some tools, and also nice brass 2 blade. Oh, there it is there. Blade prop. Really sweet. And I think there's a couple of scaled accessories in there as well. But wow, looking really cool. Let's show you underneath. Now they're like all the other TFL boats, really nice hardware. That's where you're going to mount your rudder. Your little push rod's going to go in there for that rudder as well. And here is your drive shaft. That's your drive shaft. That's going to attach to the motor. So wow, it looks awesome. I don't waste too much of your time on this, guys. It also does have one cooling. That's where the water's going to pump out through there. It's actually really nice. The tubing looks thicker than some of the other boats as well. So it's obviously going to get water from the pickup point. I think it's a single pickup point on the rudder. So there, the water's going to run in there, pickup point, run through there, run through the motor and the ESC, and then get pushed out here. So if you're sitting in the boat and you're running it and there's no water coming out, stop, because there's a blockage or something has been disconnected. Because you want to keep it all nice and cool. That's a huge battery tray. There's a huge battery compartment there for sure. So I wonder if you can, what batteries you can run up to this? 120 amp. Oh, maybe you can pump a 6S in there. That'd be pretty sweet. I do like all of this. Can this hatch come off as well? It can. Ah, there we go. So I'm thinking, wow, that's going to be pretty difficult to get the rudder in there. Sorry, the rudder servo in there. But this just pops off. You can see these little. Actually, the bullet connectors on a battery, but they're good because they expand. Like when you push them in, they're going to squeeze them together. So that goes. This goes back in there. Done. So it kind of keeps it pretty sealed and watertight to a degree. It's got like a little flange around, like a little lip, so the water will run off first before it runs off into there. So that's pretty cool. That sits in there nicely, and it's got this like little latching mechanism, like I mentioned before, like a cupboard door will have or something like that. That I guess that'll keep it, I guess, secure enough. I'm not sure you're going to roll these over because I'm not sure how quick they go, but the instruction manual's in here. It says 11.1, so it's recommending you a 3, so here I'm thinking a 6, so maybe on 4S it'll run pretty well. So, looking pretty good, gives you basic instructions on how to put it all together, and not much else to it. Okay, little accessory I think goes on the top, just there. We'll just quickly put it together. My son was pumped. I wanted to put the rudder on and the propeller. It's so long, sorry, it's nearly a metre long. So there's a prop and the propeller. Put the pipe. Might cut this a little bit shorter because it's kinking a little bit here, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Go down to Crazy Hobbies and buy another receiver and also a rudder servo. Maybe to get a waterproof Servo, because that'd be more than enough for this guy. But and that's it. So other than have a look how beautiful that looks, stickers are really nicely done. They're underneath the gel coat on the paint, so they're not going to peel off anytime soon. It does look really cool. Actually really like it. So this will probably be our new recovery vehicle. Something a bit of class and a bit of speed at the same time. It's also got this imitation, like you wrap your rope around it when you go to the dock. That's pretty cool, with the wall, sorry. That's cool. Little stairs on either side. There's something a little bit different, but definitely it goes pretty peppy. In the instructions, I thought I think it said 4S and higher, so definitely should see if you can run on 6S. 120 amp it should, but we'll see about that. I really like it. But let me know what you guys think. If you have one of these, please write down in the comments if you do any problems or if you have any upgrades. If you like the video, give it a good old thumbs up, and if you haven't, please subscribe. You get notification bell for more videos, especially this guy when we actually take it on the water and give it its first run. And man, we haven't been on the water for a while. Got the jet boat, got the the Pursuit, the Zonda, the Outer Limits. We've got so many boats we don't really get time to use them. So hopefully we'll get this on the water soon, and you'll see it in action. Alright, thanks guys. Steve again from RC Tanks and Trucks 7. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.